Here are 4 fitness myths that are not true, and I guarantee you've heard number 4 before. Number 1, carbs are bad. Carbs are not the enemy. I'm so tired of like keto and like people saying like, never eat sugar, never eat this, cut this out, no carbs. Like the reality is, I mean, okay, is sugar like great for you? You know, that's debatable. But to completely remove things from your diet that are so prevalent is like setting yourself up for failure, because it's not going to be sustainable long term if it's super, super restrictive. So carbs are actually great to have before and after your workout because they're going to fuel your workout. Carbs give us what's called glycogen, which is the fast acting energy storage molecule that stays in our bloodstream. Proteins and fats give us more sustained energy and take longer to break down. So the benefit of carbs is that they're super easily accessible to the body. Eat them right before a workout, usually 30 minutes to an hour before, and you'll feel like an insane pump. You'll feel so strong. You'll feel amazing. Myth number 2, eating before bed will make you fat. I'm so tired of this myth because it's so stupid. Like it's not based on anything. It doesn't even make sense. Like why would the time of day that you eat something impact? But whatever. Let's talk about the actual science of it. So in terms of gaining weight or getting fat or whatever you want to call it, you have to be eating more calories than your body is burning. That is a law of thermodynamics. You can look up what that word means if you don't know what it means. But I was a chemist, so I learned about this stuff. And basically, as long as the amount of calories you're eating are the same as the amount of calories your body is burning, you will stay the exact same weight. So then why is there this myth of like eating before bed is bad for you? Well, the part that is rough is that you might get uncomfortable. If you eat a big meal and it's processing in your digestive tract while you're laying horizontally on a bed, that is uncomfortable and you might feel some pressure on your stomach. So do I recommend eating right before bed? No, I've tried that and it's not comfortable, but it will not make you fat. Myth number 3, doing crunches will get you a 6-pack. This is not true. So many people have come to me saying, I want to lose the belly fat. What ab exercises should I do to lose the belly fat? And I'm like, no amount of ab exercises is going to get you to lose that belly fat. Should you be doing crunches and other abdominal training just to develop your abs? Yes, definitely. But that is not going to reveal them because they are covered by a layer of fat. And to lose fat, we have to be in a caloric deficit. Hopefully, if you've been watching my channel, you know what that means. But for those of you that don't, it basically means you're eating less calories than your body is burning. As long as you are eating less calories than your body is burning, you will be in what's called a caloric deficit, which means you will start to lose weight. If you're eating the right amounts of macronutrients, meaning typically a high protein diet, then you won't lose muscle and you will lose fat, okay? So do those things, comment any questions you have below. I'd be happy to break it down further, or maybe make a whole video going over it if you want. But I talk about this a lot. Caloric deficit is the key. That's literally how you lose weight. That's how you lose fat. That's how you will lose fat over your stomach. One more follow-up to this is, can you spot reduce fat? Like, oh, well, I just really want to lose the stomach fat, right? You can't just like wave a magic wand and lose the fat only over your stomach. You need to bring your body fat percentage of your entire body down, and then you will lose the fat over your stomach. So if you are a male watching this, you're gonna lose fat from your back first, and then your stomach, typically is how it goes for men. If you are a female watching this, you probably store fat in your arms and your legs, more so than your stomach. You still might store some there, but you'll typically lose it in those areas first and then your stomach as well. So that's just typically how it works in my experience. I've worked with over 30 people at this point. That's typically the progression that we see. But yeah, just to give you a estimate of what that can look like. Myth number 4, if you're not sore, you didn't work out hard enough. So this one really gets me because a lot of clients come to me and they're like, oh yeah, I feel sore, so I know I had an amazing workout. Or the next workout, they're like, oh, you know, I thought I pushed myself, but I'm not really that sore, so I don't think I went hard enough. The reality is soreness doesn't measure the amount of growth that you're having, okay? The best way to measure that is through your body composition, through the scale, through progress photos, because all of those things are going to show and give you actual data to go off of. Soreness is not a measure of that. Soreness just tells you how badly broken up your muscles are. That's literally, it's just a measure of how badly like destroyed your muscles are. Because if you think about it, when we work out, we are breaking down muscle tissue. Breaking down muscle tissue more doesn't mean that you're going to have more growth, okay? In fact, it can actually mean that you might get injured. So if you're feeling really, really sore, not a good idea to push that same muscle group really hard. You should actually back off. And you can actually build muscle even if you're not super sore. And you'll notice as you progress in a weight training journey that you start to get less and less sore as your body acclimates to the added repeated exposure to lifting heavy weights. So at this point, when I'm working out consistently, I don't really get super sore. I mean, yes, I'll be a little bit tight. I'll be a little bit, feel like a little bit weaker for like 1 or 2 days while my muscles are recovering. But I don't get super, super sore like I used to when I first started working out. So don't use soreness as a measure of how hard you're trying, okay? The reality is you can still build muscle whether you're sore or not, as long as you're getting good mind-muscle connection and you're pushing the weights steadily higher week after week, which is called progressive overload, by the way. Okay, hope this video was helpful. Smash the thumbs up button if it was, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.